It's hard to believe there are only 3 games left. So with that said, who's your defensive player of the year? For me, it's hard. I mean, last week we talked about the offensive player of the year, and there's a lot of candidates. Defensively, I think the same thing. You got to start with Clark Phillips, though, at Utah. He's playing at an all-American level. 5 interceptions, a couple to the house, and he's been able to lock down the top player for opposing passing games. Can't wait to see how it finishes off for Clark Phillips because the games will continue to challenge him, but he's played everywhere. Nickel, corner, you name it. How about another guy who's played everywhere? Tuli Tuipulotu of USC. Defensive tackle, defensive end, rush end, kick back to outside backer, played middle backer. He's done everything, and he's been productive everywhere. 15 tackles for loss, 9 sacks, which leads the Pac-12. He's just been a dominant player. Speaking of dominance, how about Dan Henley out of Washington State? He's another one. In every game you turn it on, you can't take your eyes away from the starting linebacker for Jake Dickert's team. He's so active. Second in the league in tackles. He's got 11 TFLs. He's just really active, the transfer out of Nevada. Love what he's brought to Pullman. How about Christian Gonzalez, though? Oregon, right now, top-rated team in the Pac-12. Chance to go back to the Pac-12 title game. Christian Gonzalez has grown all season long. I think he's got a chance to be a first-round draft pick. He's done so much defending the pass, leading the league. 10 passes defended. He's got 3 interceptions. He's been impressive in every game. He's so long. He's so athletic. And to me, when you watch him, whether it's BYU game, Arizona game, he's been impressive every weekend out. Other 2 guys that have been impressive to me, Cole Bishop. He's done everything. He leads Utah in tackles. This defense is playing at a high caliber right now, and he's all over the field. Lines of a linebacker, deep safety, strong safety, you name it. Kyle Soley at Arizona State leads the entire league in tackles. He's been dramatically productive as well. And then I think there's a couple other players that may not jump off statistically, but you feel their presence when you watch the game. Noah Sewell, linebacker. Everybody talked about him in the preseason. His numbers might not be crazy, but he's still incredibly productive, as is Brandon Dorley. These 2 at Oregon are a big reason why Oregon's got a chance to go back to the title game. Speaking of title games, how about UCLA? They got a real shot at this thing, and a big reason is the improved defense led by transfer Darius Muasau at inside linebacker. He's so active at the line of scrimmage, coming off of pressure, but most importantly, to me, when you talk to his teammates in practice, how he prepares, he's doing everything at a really high level at the inside linebacker position for the Bruins. Really high level at inside linebacker, that's Eric Gentry. Now, he's missed the last 2 games for USC, but the 6'6" inside linebacker, his wingspan is 7'6.25", and that makes life so challenging for opposing quarterbacks. Everything in between the hashes is so much more difficult because of Eric Gentry. When he's healthy, I don't know if there's a player who impacts an offense more than him. How about these 2 defensive ends? And Brennan Jackson and RJ Stone at Washington State. They're impacting people, and I got to give a shout out to the Oregon State secondary. None of them are going to be the defensive player of the year, but this secondary might be the best secondary in the pack. Yes, I said it. Every single week you watch them, it's so impressive. They got corners that will play in the NFL. They got safeties that will play in the NFL, and they're thriving in Trent Bray's system. So yeah, there you have it. A lot of names, a lot of players, but a lot of talent. Who do you got? Your defensive player of the year.